Of course, I hit start streaming and the music dies again. But yeah, hey everyone, welcome back. We are doing another session for streaming some game development today. Oh, I'm set animation. That's what we did 2 days ago. So yeah, we're back at it again, and we're going to be doing today. I believe we have movement rework that I have planned. I got a lot of feedback from a couple friends, and pretty much I'm going to spend today to adjust movement based on some of the feedback, because I completely agree with it. There was definitely some very easy ways to abuse things, but yeah, for anyone who hasn't been here before, this is my little fan project of a prototype Attack on Titan multiplayer game, some of which I will keep secret because there are things that I do not want people to know yet. I will. I have big plans for this, but also I don't want to overhype people on what I want to do, because honestly, I still need to learn the limitations of what's possible before promising anything. So at the moment, it'd be nice if we could just all treat this as a prototype fan game that may or may not ever see light of day. But I am working very hard to make sure that I can eventually get this into the hands of everyone, just for free, just for fun. But yeah, I'm excited to keep working on this game. I work on it every day. I do not stream it every day. I did a stream 2 days ago, and holy crap, you guys, it picked up traction for no reason. I don't really understand. Let me look this up and show you guys. So I did my stream 2 days ago, reworking, just putting in some like really basic animations I just threw together, just so I had something. And yesterday, was it Saturday, Friday? What day is today? Today's Saturday. Yesterday, Friday, the 13th, no, 14th, no, 15th, I can count. You guys brought that stream up to like 942 views. I had like a bunch of notifications when I hopped on YouTube. I was like, dude, this is just a game development stream. What are you guys doing? That was really cool though. I was not expecting that. Honestly, I'm waiting to do like a big push on this game until like I'm further in development, but I guess there's like a handful of you that are like actually really excited for it, and that makes me definitely more motivated to keep working on things and keep streaming as well. I think I definitely was gonna work on this no matter what, but now I feel like streaming this more often. So that's kind of where I'm at now. So my goals for this stream are to rework some of the movement, so I'll go ahead and show you guys what I'm doing. So one of the biggest feedbacks I got was swinging around buildings didn't feel like you were swinging, and like you're kind of able to just zip past the building, kind of like this. I'm gonna try to simulate it, and you would fly back and it would keep going, but this is like a little bit of movement has been reworked already. So that was one of the big issues I had. So what I'm doing now is when you approach the halfway point of your swing, there's a multiplier to the pull-in speed, and now it does give you more swinging experience. So you are able to turn corners by like 90 degrees and stuff, and it will auto detach you from buildings. So this is entirely like just movement based, so it's not something you really have to try and like press a button for, but you do have to be like conscious of if you're swinging outwards and you're reaching the end of your swing, it will pull you in pretty hard. But you could avoid that just by flying straight and then kind of just jumping over and skipping it completely, or letting go early. So it's a bit like still in the early phase of that mechanic getting changed, because I don't know how natural it'll be to people. I need people who don't play this in the editor every couple minutes to actually test it and give me feedback. But that's kind of that creative solution for that one. Another one was I had the issue where if you grabbed onto a building while flying backwards, you pretty much would keep going infinitely in one direction. I changed that, as you can see here. Let me go backwards. It kind of just stops and pulls you towards where you just grabbed onto. So that's another big movement change I did. That combined with, I believe there's a new maximum speed. Right now it should be, it says true in the top left corner. Maybe I could throw up the debug for the speed, but I think it's 3000. So that would be this little thing. This is a mess, by the way, because I've been trying a bunch of different things, and I am not too concerned about making it look pretty at the moment. This part very much got got the whole in construction feel to it. I should have a print string somewhere here, and then we can get velocity, and then we could grab the velocity from here. And it said we were returning velocity true. I'm guessing that's from this here, so. Okay. So now you'll see speed. It's a little small, but in the top left corner, we're getting like 2,200, 2,500, and it caps out at 3,000 right now. So this is pretty much maximum speed that you're able to go just from like the ODM system. So this is easily adjustable. This is kind of just a placeholder. Like I want to test it with 3,000 speed, see how that goes. I did some tests with like 4,000. It felt a lot better, but you were able to go much quicker. So I'm going to start lower and then raise it up as I need. But that's honestly a huge balancing thing, and that depends on like maps and stuff too. So there's not really much I could do there. Although the feature of the max speed needed to be there because it was very easy to pick up a lot of momentum and just cross some of the larger maps in a couple seconds, and it was a little broken. wasn't what we're going for. Although I do want people to be able to carry momentum. That was a bit extreme. So yeah, we'll see how things go. All right. So that was that, and I think I'm reworking the right click as well, which is the dash, which for people who don't know, I should probably show that too. So left click is your basic grab. You can swing. You have like air control, so if you ever play like Counter-Strike and like have done surf before, WASD kind of lets you strafe in air. Kind of works in this game. I guess like Quake as well. You can air strafe while grabbing on, and it feels pretty natural, I think. Most people that I've talked to really enjoy the movement from grabbing on the stuff with left click, other than the swinging, which has now changed. So I got to get that particular person's feedback on it. But that is something that I just never programmed because it was very confusing to wrap my mind around swinging motions for something that is applying every second. So okay, the right click is just a reset in movement, and then it's like a dash in a certain direction. So right now I believe it's capped at 2,400 speed when you right click, and it ends after like 0.9 or like 0.9 seconds, and it just kind of lets you reorient yourself. So if you're going like really fast, let me try to give a demonstration. If you're like going really fast, like, oh, I missed my turn, you just right click and it'll take you that direction. So it lets you reset where you're going. The issue with that right now is because it was in its prototype testing phase, it lets you right click and just kind of fly towards the sky. So that's something that needs to get changed. That needs to basically, it latches on to the closest building, so you don't have to really aim it. You can see there, like it kind of just grabs stuff. It's not always accurate or going where I want it to, so that's a system I have to fix. But yeah, so removing the ability to just right click in the sky. Yeah, Brock, I see you're in Twitch chat right now. Yeah, I know that's your favorite ability, is just to fly into the sky infinitely like this. But yeah, sadly it's gotta go. It's gotta go, man. I gotta take it out. I know, I'm ruining your favorite game already. So that is what I need to change today. Once I kind of nail down the movement and then gets like some more feedback on how it is, I'm really excited to continue development on other things. But movement is the top priority right now. There is nothing more important than movement other than making sure it works across the network and multiplayer as well. Who needs to swing when you can just learn to return to heaven? Oh. You are a funny man, Brock. Brock and I were talking about how much he loves Steins Gate Zero the other day. He'll deny it, but it's definitely a true statement, I promise. Alright, let's see. So, let me pull this horrible gibberish of code on screen so you guys can all feel the same pain I do when I work on this. Yeah, this is a god-awful mess right now. So I think there's a couple of things that are broken right now. And I believe I can show off one of them. So I think if you grab on and you kind of like pull away, you kind of get this like floating sensation. And you shouldn't really be able to do that. It's a bit harder for me to actually do intentionally now. And also, if you get too close to the center point that you grabbed onto, it auto detaches you, which is to prevent some cursed whipping around that I saw people doing. Here we go. This looks weird. I'm sorry, Brock, I had to. So this just grabs on. I mean, it's kind of working now. There's got to be a way to abuse it. Hold on. It'd be such a good plot twist if it just works now, but I know it doesn't. For a fact, it does not work. All right, let me grab on backwards. Oh, hitting the building. So like this is a little bit weird. When it kind of auto detaches. It's not too bad. It's just kind of weird. Yeah, like this is a bit weird. Yeah, I don't know how to really solve any of this. It seems like I'm just not really applying enough force to the forward thrust at such low speeds. Or where the cable length isn't changing that much, so I don't know. We'll see. The other issue is grabbing a building going upward and just holding space, and like you do kind of just go in the air, but it's not as bad as it was because now I made gravity, I think, a bit heavier when you let go. Or no, your movement speed is capped. It used to be people could just build up ridiculous amounts of speed and head towards the skybox, and it was kind of cursed. I think this is more reasonable than what previously existed. I do wish coming down from a high area and you grab on to something, I wish it would pull you in a bit stronger. I think this is okay for now. Yeah, but if we like, okay, here's another thing. This could just be all map design, but the wall over here is my biggest concern with this whole game, because it's a very easy way to traverse without needing to go between buildings or do anything. Like, look, you just grab onto the wall, and that's pretty much it. I'll go this way. You see, you just grab onto the wall. Hey guys, moving along the wall. We're doing fine. Yeah, you guys keep doing good. Like, really nothing. There's nothing like cool about this, in my opinion. But yeah, I got wall running working too. Ha ha ha. I think that was there last time. The thing with the wall though is because it's such a big vertical object, you can kind of do this, and it's a little bit cursed. Whoa, you gain a bunch of speed and like do these stupid jumps. Yeah, I think what we need to work on today, first things first, is going to be the right click. The right click needs to change. We need to make it so it needs to attach, and we need probably a secondary crosshair to support the idea of can you attach, and it should, I'm thinking it's going to be like a white ring around the dot. And if that white ring is there, you can right click to grab. Thinking that's a reasonable idea for now. Yeah, I guess I can't break things as much as I used to, so I guess I did kind of fix most of my primary concerns with movement. Whoa, that was weird. See this? Okay, here we go. That's weird. Thank God I got something to break there. Yeah, I don't know how to fix that. Maybe I just make it so you can't grab onto things with left click that high? Or no, when you're above it. Oh, I think this also prevents you from like grabbing onto the ground in front of you. Yeah, okay, so that does fix the like facing the ground when you're grabbing. I remember that was a big issue. Yeah, I mean, oh, I guess I did kind of fix all of it yesterday. cool. That was not intentional. All right, so we got the right click to fix. That I know needs to go, so we're gonna reprogram that today. This entire project is currently on a different file, meaning I can make any changes here and it will not affect anything. I know I should have my stuff on like GitHub or like a source control, but I just haven't set one up. So I just, every time I copy, save, put it into my backups. Do that like almost every day. Let's see here. Give me a quick second. All right, cool. So this should be, well, first things first, let me check if the movement works on the client. I'm a little bit scared because I didn't really network any of this, any of the new stuff I changed. Seems good, seems good. Oh, there's some corrections right there. Big yuck. Let me show client corrections real quick on GMC. I could probably get that to happen again. Maybe not? What the hell? I hate the window. There we go, there's one. Big yuck. Yeah, there's a couple more. Ew. Yeah, we're getting like a good handful of them. So we'll have to go in and fix that at some point. I'm not too worried about it right now. All right, well, we got to screw up the right click. So let's find that jump, sprint, grapple, dash, movement ability. So this is where we want to work in. We'll worry about the visual stuff later. So the way this works is we have the main ability here, which is a function that just kind of determines, hey, can I do this? And then it holds it if it's in the middle of doing it. So we set a timer here that when this timer is running, it pretty much always allows us to go. And then we have like the check timer here, which will see if it reaches above a certain threshold, in our case, 0.9 seconds. And if it does get past 0.9 seconds, it will turn off this right click dash ability. So it's very simplistic, although it looks like a mess at times. So all I really need to do here, I don't even think I'm going to be in this code. I think I'm going to be, well, what do we check here? So we check for wants to ODM grapple dash. That is just a Boolean that we set using, wow, we don't even check to see if we attach. Okay, that's our biggest issue here, is we need to check to see if we even attached anything. So we have this, our first check is, are we already using it? If the answer is no, then it will, hold on, wait, if the answer is true, does this ever work? Using, oh, this is grapple basic, sorry, that's the left click grapple, don't worry about that. So if the timer is running, or so basically if the timer is running, it'll skip over everything and do stuff. So I think we want to put this code, I think here. So if we're trying to do it, so we want to, be like, yeah, we want to do it. And then we'll do, hey, can we grab onto something? Branch condition can ODM. Has halt movement. I think we're good to move all this over then. Just free up some space right here. So the question is, do we do a new function for this? Let's go check. So the way I do this normally is we have ODM grab line trace. And this is a macro that runs before movement that will use a do once using camera location and forward vector, the pawn. Pretty much just does the line trace. This should be where your crosshair is exactly. And then we do like, hey, can we attach? Here's the grab point, and then here's the hit component. This is great, except it's meant for the left click and only has one grab point and only has one hit component. Those are necessary. The grab point is necessary for velocity changes. The component is necessary for the visual cable attached locations. Same with this. So we're just going to, I think, yoink all this code. And then we're going to create a right-click version of it. So I doubt it's expensive at all to do. So we're going to scoot this code over a little bit. Oh, I forget what this was. I think this is our braking velocity, custom braking velocity that I was testing with. So we got the ODM line trace here. Scoot over here. So that's a macro. ODM grab line trace. We're going to duplicate this. ODM dash grab line trace. Cool. So now we have that. Bring it in here. Plug it in. Yeah, this needs to be separate. Completely separate code, I believe. Wants to ODM basic grapple. This would be wants to ODM grapple dash. So that's going to be our check condition if the player wants to do that. We're going to need a new boolean here. So we got to create one. ODM dash grab do once. So that's going to be our boolean there. We'll have to bind that so it works. Do that a little bit later. ODM dash grab do once. You know what? I will just keep it over here so I am aware of it. Because I don't want to forget about that. So we still do the same thing. We do camera world location. So we do a line trace. And we kind of don't really need any of this anymore. I forget. I do have this programmed in this character here. Okay, so we have... I think this is left click. Here we have the grapple dash. All right, so here's how we're doing this. So we're getting the camera's world location. We're getting the forward vector. And then I think we're doing a sphere trace. So we're taking the actor location. I'm kind of just going to copy all this code real quick. And just paste it into here. I know it's not going to work. Alright, we could also get rid of this line trace. We're not even doing a line trace anymore. Scoot all this code out of the way for a minute. Scoot all this over for a minute. Okay. I believe once I plug this in, it's probably not going to work, which is fine. Getting an error because it doesn't know the hit result, that's fine. I know we need this to run twice for once left click and once right click. So I'll have to run those in sequence, I think. So we're getting an error for the actor location. It's because we're missing this here. Get actor location. Should be a GMC version of it. I guess not. Alright, we can't use this camera here, so that's fine. We can just use the camera world location, which is the same thing. Oh. That's a problem. Get world location. So that's already the world location. Forward vector, isn't that control rotation? Get forward vector. Oh no, hold on. I think we're good here. Alright, so when we right click, we'll do this. Visibility, debug, duration. What's up, Nicole? You all done or are you still hanging out?
Pulling it up.
Okay, I love you. Oh, so that bacon was for pizza. Yeah, I did not know that. Thanks, I love you too. Alright. ODM grapple can attach. We're gonna create a new boolean here. ODM grapple dash can attach, because this is very different. By default, this boolean is no. Gonna get rid of that. I believe this was plugged in here. So we get the impact point, which we also need to create new variables for this as well. My variable list is getting ridiculously long. For now, let's just check and see if the sphere trace is actually working. So we're gonna pop in a standalone. We're just gonna right click. Aha, it is. Cool. It's funny how the sphere trace actually almost perfectly replicates the other one that we have running. Cool. So I do have an issue. So this sphere trace is sick, right? It's just a giant sphere from the sky that hits an object, and then wherever it hits first, it's the right click ability. It's where the line goes to grab. It's awesome. It has a major flaw, and that would be it doesn't really work when you're in alleyways or like close-up buildings and stuff like that. So here's a perfect example of like it just breaks. It does not know where to go. It thinks to go to like the top right corner. So this is something I need to change by doing some smaller sphere traces from the character outward, forward, and like to the left a little bit. So we're gonna include that here as well in this change. So this is gonna get a little bit complicated to wrap your mind around. At least for me, this is gonna get complicated for me to wrap my mind around. So is that start point is plus? Okay. So can avoid these values for now. What's important here is the sphere trace. We're gonna need to start doing a good bit of these. Oh, Chico, hey, what's up? It's been generations. I've been streaming every now and again. Not as often as I used to, but every now and again. So the only thing that repeats here, we'll need access to like the radius, and I'm trying to think. I think we're good to maybe condense this down into a function. Hey Hike, what's up, dude? How you doing as well? Get GMC pawn owner control rotation forward vector, rotate vector times 1,000. Camera location. Okay. What am I doing? I am working on a game, Chico. This is my prototype project for an Attack on Titan fan game I've been working on for a couple months. I can demonstrate, because code is boring. No one likes looking at code. It's a bit broke at the moment, but whoa, don't mind the giant sphere. That's something I'm testing right now. Yeah, super work in progress stuff, but I'm currently editing movement and making changes based on some feedback I've gotten from some people. You were talking about making a game and I did it first. Well, to be fair, I've made games before. I remember you asking about that when I was playing, I believe I was either playing Counter-Strike or People Playground. Alright, we're just gonna stick with making this code super messy for now, and I'll change everything in the functions later. So, scoot all this down. Oh, this is spaghetti. It's lovely. I'm gonna grab all this and kind of just throw it down here. I think this is kind of redundant now. Okay, so the first sphere trace we need to do is going to be just from the character. So let's grab the pawn owner and get world location. Whoops, get actor location. Oh, you'll be back hike? Okay, man. See you soon then. So this is gonna be our start point for our first initial sphere trace. For duration, so we still have debugging out, which is good. So when we do that, we need an endpoint. I'm thinking this is just gonna be also, again, the control rotation forward vector. Multiply at the cable range. Get world location. Camera world location. I don't think we're using the camera world this time. We're just going to get the forward vector. I think this is okay. Sphere is going to be much smaller. It's going to be like 300 radius. And I think we're good to just give that a little try. That is still massive if that's 300. Holy crap. Okay, let's try like 50. Yeah, it's a little bit better. I can't tell. Is that like angled to the right? Oh, that is just going wherever the hell it wants to. Okay. That means we did the math wrong. So we're getting the control rotation. Well, control rotation probably doesn't work without the camera. Get forward vector. I mean, do we need the forward vector? Huh. Sorry, I'm trying to like wrap my brain around this. So it's getting the forward vector of our control rotation. But since the start point is just our actor location, is it an issue of like local space and world space? Because if I use this right here at the end, this is gonna shoot it from my camera. We're not trying to use the camera's location for this. As cool as it is, it's not my goal. Yeah, see, that just goes exactly where I'm looking. So, yeah, that's not what I'm really aiming for here. Let's do... See, it's using the camera world location. You know what? I bet you it's because I didn't... I'm not adding the actor location. That's what it is. Sometimes I just blank on the simplest of math, dude. There we go. So now it's always originating from the character. And then it should be always based on the rotation. So that's what I'm looking for here. And then we're going to add an angle to this for the endpoint. And then let me find... I know I have it pasted somewhere. I guess not. We'll just do rotate vector then. Rotate vector. Rotate on the Z by, we'll do 30 degrees or 30. I don't think that's actually degrees, but same idea. I think it technically is. That's pretty far. Okay. Way too far. We'll do 15. It's also probably way too far. It does kind of shoot out a little far to the right. Also doesn't go far enough in general. 5? Maybe 5 will work. Five seems okay. weird it doesn't grab anything there. I think I'll have to do multiple for this. Which means we should probably change this to multiple functions. Because we're going to be using the same here. We're going to use a different rotation vector. I don't need many. I think at most, I'll just need to do like 4 to 6 sphere traces. Oh, that goes up at a very unproportional rate, which is a little bit concerning. Is that getting farther apart from itself? Oh, that is very wrong. Okay. I thought something was fishy there. Okay, yeah, that is just straight up on the complete wrong spot now. That means pawn owner, control rotation. Something is not working correctly. Let me try taking out the rotate vector. It's possible it's just rotating the vector incorrectly. Yeah. The rotate vector looked very wrong. That was it. So why is the rotate vector being wrong? Probably because I'm also rotating the character. What's it called? The character's location as well. It's not what I should be doing. Should be handling it like this. That means we'll need to apply this addition at every point we can. A little bit of a pain. Oh, come on. Hold on. There we go. Ooh, this is going to become a mess. Hello, Hike. Welcome back. I copied the same value. Alright, there we go. Now it shouldn't matter what direction I'm facing. So the point of these sphere traces I'm doing from the center here is just to do a check to see if they grab first before I do the giant sphere traces, because they'd be a little bit more accurate. Yeah, they seem to be working just fine. So we're going to do one more sphere trace. We're going to do 3 on each side, I believe. And this will be our initial check for everything. I'm sorry if anyone here hates looking at absolutely cursed code. That is not done. We're gonna take this, maybe do 15. That should be good. So we do 3 little sphere traces going to the right. Oh, interesting. It doesn't hold up very well close up. I see. Yeah, I mean, we're always getting a hit at least. So far. Seems to at least get us what we need. Yeah, something like here. See, it doesn't hold up in the open areas, but I think that's fine. That's what the giant sphere traces are going to be for. It is important we get these locations, because they're going to be necessary for determining your movement point. Kind of looks like the Dead Space, was it plasma cutter? The little 3 dots going horizontally. I think this is good. Oh, I missed that. That was an easy one. I would have missed that one there too. Interesting. All right, I think this works for now. So this is going to be the right side. Oh, this looks horrid. Could we do a function with this? Okay, here's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna clean this up just a tiny bit. So we're gonna do, hey, did we hit something? If the answer is false, move on. Like, hey, did we hit something? Answer is false, move on. There's gonna be a lot of repeat here. I don't feel like writing the math to increment this. So this is how we're doing it. And this could all be a function. Honestly, I don't even think it'll be a bad idea if we just put this in a function right now. I think we're good. Collapse the function. I don't even have a name for this yet. Let's make it ODM right click like right check, and then that should be fine. All fine for right now. Whew, got a little bit of a mess going on here. These wires are a little bit out of control. It would be nice to kind of just probably have this all thought out, which I'm probably going to do. Should be able to put this into a macro and just fix this myself. All right, so we're gonna collapse the macro. This is fine, and then we do need an input for this initial value. Oops, sorry, very messy. ODM cable range. I don't know if I want to use that yet. I want to use like a different one. Input here. Ugh. Okay, input is going to be Z rotation. Hold on, actually, we're gonna split the struct and just toss in the Z. Z rotation. First one here is just the actor location. Second one here is the end point. Ah, sorry, this is the control rotation. Cool, so that simplified all that for us. Left us with much cleaner code to use here, to look at, easier to look at code, so I should say. I think Z rotation was 5 for our initial. Start and 10. I don't even have a name for the macro either. Whoops. What is nice about this is that once we build this for the right side, it'll work for the left side as well, as a completely separate function. So let's name this macro since we got it here. This will be ODM dash. What would we call this? Initial grab. I don't know. ODM grab initial grab attempt positions. Sure. Kind of a long name. But hey, if it works, it works. Alright, so we're gonna... Whoops, that was not right-clicking there. I'm gonna grab a return node. So, if we do hit something, break hit result, we're going to take two things here. We want to return the... I think we need the location, or is it impact point? Let me pop back into some old code. That would actually be on this character. Sphere trace. Cables. Grab point. Okay, so that's hit location, I believe. Here we go. Alright, so we need the hit location and the hit actor component. Hit component. Okay. So we have the impact point. Then we need the hit component. And then we only do that if we return true. I think we also need the, hey, did we hit, so the return value. Although, did hit. Guess we could just do did hit with a question mark. That should be fine. And then we can just do that. I love return nodes. Grab the impact point here. Hit component. Did hit is true. Let me do two more. If true, break hit result. I'm sure I could just take all these and put them into another function, but then we'd have a little function running every time. Impact point, hit component, did hit yes. Alright, so that's if all that's true. And then if we don't, which it means it gets to this final little area, we do not hit. How do I set... Hold on. Can I even set things to null in Blueprint? Just set your variable right before the function, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't really matter, though. Alright, I'm probably gonna take a quick 5-minute break here to go use the restroom, and then I will be back. See, it's actually, look, it's working. We're returning the first hit result we get. The other 3 don't even fire off. As a matter of fact, we're getting a bigger issue. There's a couple that aren't firing off. It's because 10 is the same. That's my bad. This should be 15. Not that high. 15. There we go. Now it should be working as intended. Cool. Nice. All right, I will be back in 5 to 8 minutes. Whoa, that was weird. Hold up. Nah, that looked bad. There we go. Alright, be right back, guys. Hello. Oh, jeez. Break didn't last an hour. It was like 8, 9 minutes. I thought it was gonna be 5. It was not. Alright. Oh, dude, I feel like playing Minecraft. I've been checking out that Distant Horizons mod, and I forgot how bad Java runs on PC. Do I need to shoot like a really far out right trace? You know what? Let's add one more. What could one more do? Let's do like a really far out right one. Just because I really want to make sure I'm grabbing what I can. Minecraft's the best. I used to play it a crap ton. Oops. Alright, I think that's good for me. So we got all that for right click. All of our return values are good. ODM right click check. There we go. Condensed it all down into this tiny little function. ODM right click check. Okay, that's kind of worded a little confusingly. Let's rename this. ODM dash right side check. You know, all I need to do to change any of this is just run a multiply. And then what was it, like, just do -1, deselect. No, we would need a boolean. No, yeah, select would be correct. Hold on. Do 1, -1. Do a boolean. Plug in here. So now we have the option. What was it, 0.5 to start? True would be is left. Cool. Very easy to run this function twice then, instead of needing a duplicate function. Oh, it's not 0.5, it's just straight up 10. Hold on. That's, yeah, that could lead to some weird stuff. Is left side. Can just grab this here. That's fine there. All right. Yeah, this is an interesting setup for sure. Cool. So we need both of these to hit. Anyway, let's make this left. Let's make this right. So ideally now, these should both work. Yeah, look at that. Bunch of checks to see if we're left or right side. I think the distance, we could probably push it a little bit further. Not actually sure yet. I think we have a value in here for distance already. ODM cable range. Let's make a new one. New integer. We'll do ODM dash cable range. Another integer. This one is defaulting to 5,000. So we will do ours for, let's do 6,500. Let's give us a little bit more range here. That seems a lot better. What did that hit? Oh, okay. Weird. See, that seems fairly good. This allows us to navigate the tight corridors with right click now. Obviously, it doesn't actually do anything yet, but if you see 2 green circles, that's good. That's what we're looking for. How long do they last? Okay, not super long. I'm gonna turn down their duration a little bit. That is a little long. Hate that guy just manually, unless I create a variable for it, which I could. I could do a local variable. Actually, it doesn't matter if these are open or not. There we go. Cool. So that acts as our new grab points. Which is good. Close this. Go back to the dash grab. Alright, so now that we have that set up, we do need to still check for the giant sphere traces. So, ODM dash right side check, that is now not correctly named. Horizontal check. It's fine. So we should do this in sequence. Because these are going to be very similar. Let's do left side check first. I don't think it actually matters. Okay, so we do a check here. If this fails the check, then we need to do the giant sphere check. So if we fail all of that, we default to this giant sphere, which has very poorly, just has a lot of code right here. Maybe we can simplify this into a macro as well. Camera world location. What's the difference between ODM dash and we'll do horizontal grab. Horizontal grab positions. So the difference here is that this ODM-cable range uses get GMC pawn owner, get actor location. This is not from the camera, this is from the actor location. This here is custom written for the sphere trace. Okay. I guess we'll put this into a macro. ODM dash giant sphere grab positions. Go ahead and throw Z location there. Z rotation. Was this like height above head? Split struct. Height above actor. Then we have a distance here. Distance. It's fine for now. Return, this is going to be what I call it, return value. Oh, I didn't even name. No, actor location. Okay, and then control rotation. So we'll do start position, end position. What was the default value here? Oops. I kind of forgot what it was. It's not gonna remember it, is it? Shoot. That was kind of my fault. Height above actor is also not. I don't know if it was 10,000 or what. Let's just do this for the first one, and we'll do some checks on it. We will completely skip over actually all of this, and then we'll just do initial check on this. A Z rotation, we'll do 15 to start. We got radius here, height above actor. Let's see how this goes. For duration, which is going to be 1 second, so I could spam it. That radius is just either too big or like something's going wrong here. Oh, just the height above actor is way too high. I see now. I think it was only 1,000 then. I'll give this a shot. All right, need to throw on longer time here. Debug time 3. Check into the character over here. Look at the event graph. I know we have the code. 1,000 with a range of 10,000. That's where we're going wrong. I'm guessing height above actor was 1,000. Yep. With 10 being the rotation. Okay. It's like this is checking right side. Yep. This doesn't even work on the ground, which is one of the more challenging issues here. Kinda cool. I think if I look up, it's fine. It's weird. Hello.
No.
Oh, hello.
Steph wants you to come to the script reading and she's saying hello.
Oh, I'm still streaming.
I figured. He's streaming. Let's see.
Love you.
Okay.
Thanks. Alright. I think I could make the right click smaller. It works in the air really well, but it doesn't work on the ground like at all. So okay, let's try to get a scenario down over here. If I'm out in the open like this, first off, it hits what's behind me. That's a big no-no. That's one of the biggest issues with this, actually. So if we're out in the open, we try to grab, it doesn't work because it hits that top area. I could always shoot it forward from the control rotation. It should work. It kind of works like okay as is. It's just really finicky. Maybe I'll just keep it as is for now, and then we'll just use that. Like, you gotta go because you gotta do some JavaScript. Hope you have a great stream and a good day. Bye. Well, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. I should be streaming maybe tomorrow or the day after, so I'll catch you around. Oh, nice, I got gameplay. Yeah, sorry. I've been doing a lot of programming, so it's very boring. So I don't know if that's what you've been watching, but it's what I have to do. Yeah, I'm kind of just testing out some stuff with right-clicking. Oh, you just got here? Sweet. Yeah, so this is a little bit of what I've been doing. I'm currently reworking some of the movement right now, but this is what I got so far. Been working on it for a little bit. I still like that the dash attack with F has no animation, so you just spin. So funny. These giant spheres, I'm kind of doing a test right now to see how it works. I think we're good to just kind of combine that with the code we just wrote up. Let's go ahead and do... This is, what is this, left side? This is set to right side. Z rotation here is 10. Let's go ahead and should be good to just roll it doing this. But yeah, welcome to the stream, dude. I see you're watching from Twitch. Let's see. True here. Connecting the sphere trace. Okay, so should be false. No, this should be false. So if we don't hit anything, this is gonna be, hey, let's do this last check here. And then you see if this hits. And then this will determine our final thing here. So break, hit, result. I'll probably turn this into a function at some point. Impact point. So we're going to make a new variable from this. There's going to be ODM dash I think this is the right side. Right impact point. I think I spelled point with 2 eyes there. Hope your script reading goes well, Nicole. Thanks. I love you too. Do we need to set that we hit anything? I think we could just create a different variable at some point. So then we'll do odium dash hit component, odium dash. Let's do, is it still right side? Right impact point. Cool, so this is what we need. Grab the right here. Grab the left here. Or sorry, both right side. And then we'll need to create those variables for up here as well. I'll just scroll down to the bottom here. I could probably duplicate them. Why is this not on here? Huh. Weird. Odium dash left impact point. Oh, I see. That's going up to the component side of things. Left hit component. Cool. So those are done. So that's if we hit. If we fail, we're gonna do these 2 sphere traces. I'm gonna scoot this up so I get a little bit more room here, and we'll organize it in a bit. A little messy, a little messy. This is going to be -10. Doing the same thing here, breaking the hit result. Unfortunately, got to run, but I'll give you a follow. Your movement mechanics seem good so far. Thanks for it, dude. I appreciate that. If you're interested, I got a community Discord in the description, I believe, or just below the stream. If you ever want to just like pop into the server and like want to keep up to date with things.
I'm sure you're excited about
Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, see you, dude. Thanks for being around. Okay. I think same thing here. If true, we're gonna grab the impact point, and then we're gonna also grab the hit component. It's kind of repeat code, so hopefully we can just skip over all this later. To use functions at some point. Impact point, hit component, cool.
Rock, I know you brought a script. Steph, I know you brought a script. Alright, anyone else? It's okay if not. Cody, nice.
All right. So that should be working. Let me scoot all this up. This really needs to get organized just a tiny bit. We could probably take this here and turn it into the other thing. Oh man, dude, I'm already really tired. All right, I think I'm gonna probably stop my stream here for a bit so I can maybe take a nap, and then I will probably be back streaming tomorrow or the day after. So let's see, it is currently Saturday, March 16th. I will be probably streaming on the 17th, so Sunday, or Monday, like really early in the morning. So Yeah, thank you guys for being here so far. I'm gonna probably keep working on this later today and then early tomorrow as well. So hopefully I'll have some more stuff to show you guys. But yeah, thanks for being here on the stream. I know it's kind of weird just programming and not really doing too much, but it's important work. So I'm glad some people pop in, say hi, and enjoy some of the process and me talking about what's going on. But yeah, thanks for being here, guys. See you next time.